So, servus again. As always, I'm using this method here for all my tracking. For more explanation, watch the last recap video, weekly recap video, or the first one. I will explain what's going on there. So let's start with Spy. What did we do today? I think it was perfect. So, I said on Friday and in the last weekly recap video, we have to break this last peak and this last peak to be bullish. And we did. So for me, I'm pretty confident that now our downside targets, 635 and under 600, is off for now. In my opinion, we will go down there 2026. But right now, in my opinion, they are off the table. So what did we do today? So where is Monday? Here's Monday. So we got up and still in pre-market, we fill the gap and we just go. So what will happen next? The thing is, I said this could be easily B, but still match with your M. Here your A with the pullback with your T. Let's look if you see that some kind clear on the 5 minute. Yeah. I would even say this was your A. Yeah. I really have problem with these 2 points right now. I mean, in my opinion, this is clear A. It's way higher than T, of course. But it's with the peak and the pullback, it matches better. My only problem right now is your next target to break is all-time highs. And in my opinion, you will do it. The only thing I still don't like that we didn't really got a 0.5 B pullback. Something like this. Something like this. Something like this. So, I mean, we kinda did with this. Yeah, could be. So for the bullish variant, we break, all-time high, and go. And you have to imagine this is just a small tracking. For the middle tracking, this whole thing is your higher low. So I would imagine here would be your A, then you get the pullback, B, and then you get your C. And the next C would be also the big macro C. And after that, you get the big correction to the downside. For the kind of bearish alternative, I would still say, okay, this was your A, little a. I still think the possibility that this was your little b is kind of high, which would mean we take the fib retracement from the A little a bottom to our B peak, and this would be our pullback target for the pullback of B, which also makes sense. You broke out of this trend line, and this would be just your retest, and then you go to your C. Let's see what will happen. But this is bullish. So let's start. Because someone asked about Bynd. So this is my tracking for Bynd right now. I don't care if there are news about bankruptcy or something else. Just for the chart, you come from your C, do your lower high, fall to your M, fall to your last time to sell, to your T, And the thing is, it is very possible that you did your V under invisible A. So for price targets, if the bullish tracking is right, your big A would be at 521. Your big B would be at 43, 45-ish dollars. And your big C, let's see if we break all-time highs again. At these points, you should get a pullback. If you look at closer, so you did your T, you fall to your V under A. And in my opinion, I mean, I already have a position. If you look at this, I'm missing a higher low in here. I mean, okay, you could say this is your higher low. Maybe. But I'm still missing a higher low. So for the absolute bullish variant, your higher low is finished. Your V is finished. Your higher low is finished. And you just go to A. If it's a little bit under on the line or over it, doesn't matter. This would also be a breakout of a 4-year trend line. This trend line. And when you do your A peak, you just make a breakout retest. Then you go to B. Then you take the fib. And this would be your B pullback. And then you go to C. For the normal stocks moving. If this is doing something stupid, I mean, okay, you just can do a whoop, okay? For the it's not really a bearish alternative. Just for the not so bullish alternative, I would still want to see a higher low and then go to A. The only thing, we are already very high for a high low, really high. In my opinion, for confirmation that the higher low is already done, I think my breaking line would be this. It's 2.09. Then I think we just go to A. For the absolute bearish alternative, this was just a little bounce. And you just do this. Bankruptcy and whatever. Yeah. Right now, it looks nice. And to be fair, I mean, we had $1.2 billion volume today. What is the market? 62 million shares. And we had a 1-2 billion volume today. It's crazy. So be careful. But right now it looks good. Okay. Let's go to NIO. So I will just do a quick update because already I showed yesterday in the weekly recap video what this is all about. So the whole explanation of this is in the video from yesterday. Just for the short thing, yeah, we are in Big B right now. Big B would already be finished and we would be in Big C. And because it's Big B, that's why it doesn't have to go to VLA. For what we have done, we already did A peak and in the A pullback. So for the bullish variant, you have to break 8.03. Then it's absolutely clear that the A pullback is already finished and ready to go to B at 60. If not, what I'm leaning more, because this is big A, but also little c. I really could see we're coming up somewhere in here, let's say 759-ish, something under 783, and we pull back to V under small a around 436, just because this would be this price action here. Also in head and shoulders, same like here, left shoulder, head, and we would make now the right shoulder, and then we just go to our V under A, and then we go. Where did I got this? This is just from 2020. It's just this, which is absolutely the same movement. But we should bounce. If we're doing that, we should bounce here. But still, looks perfect. So what did plug today? Again, just for short explanation, we would be in the higher low right now. Higher low would be finished right now. We would just go to a. Same for more explanations. Just watch the video from yesterday. What did we do today? Was just nothing. Absolutely nothing. So we're still looking for our A, big A, and little c. For bullish, just go over 473. Perfect. Middle B pullback should be finished. We bounced at the 0.5 fib, and for the bullish version, for the quick version, you just go and then break out retest, or you're climbing up. For the bearish alternative, which I don't have for now, is you breaking under the low line 215, and we have to look at it again. For price action, what I would expect right now, we would be this here would be this. Maybe, yeah, we would be here. We would be in this thing here. Here in the pullback. And this would come next. The same like here. High, low. A, B, go. Looks fantastic. Viewers here. Again, first fractal, second fractal finished. We're still looking for the A peak. B pullback, in my opinion, should also be finished already. And same as black. Big move or small climbing up. Absolute bullish breaking over 1247. Bearish, which I also have no alternative right now. Under 735. Which would be the same like yeah. Let's look at side by side. So this is no, and this is 2019, and it's just this. Yeah. So you're coming in the middle of your M to T pattern, you fall down. This would be this and this. You fall. This V is this V. This P, little, how do you call it? Little hill and down would be this whole price action here. Ending with a high low, ending with a high low. And then you do this hump. So, in my opinion, because there are two ways, in my opinion, we are still, this thing here is still this little price action. And this would be next. Because we are not over this point already. Because someone asked me if we couldn't just be already here. Would be possible because we're not taking levels one-to-one, but if you look at this, in my opinion, we are still too low. We're still too low for this. So, in my opinion, we still will do our A. Something like this. Then we do our A pullback. Then we go to B. And this would just be nothing more like breakout retest. Still looks perfect. Bad path and beyond. So, with a quick start again, V, high, low, ABC, and you come down. For the bullish version, this was your T. We would already have done A peak. Pullback of A would be finished. And you go to your B, $36. And confirmation for this would be $12.65. The only thing is I'm still bearish because we broke these trend lines. Even with this 8-9% move today, I still think that this was our D. And we just will fall and we'll look for either a higher low of this or a new all-time low, which would be the same like 2020. You come from your M, come up to your M or W pattern. You also have here a higher high and here a lower high, and then you just knife. It's the same like you're coming from your M, come up, do your M or W. This side is higher, this is lower, and you knife. I said yesterday, in my opinion, we would be in this candle. And what was that? That was an 11% move. Okay, let's look. What did we do here? A 9% move. If you take the other one, yeah, it's a 30. Yes, yeah. I could be wrong, okay? I really could be wrong. If I'm wrong, we will break 1272 and you go to B. Bullish, perfect. Forget the bearish alternative. That's it. If we break again under the no-low line, I think we will see a strong move to the downside. We will see. I'm still confident for bearish, but you have both ways shown. So let's see. Grab. Again, we come from a C, lower high, midpoint T, V, higher low finished. A peak is also finished. So for the bullish version, we would just bounce and go to B, or come down here, bounce and go to B. I still think we would need, especially with this movement, this would because this is your middle A. No, your big A on the same time. This is your middle B and your little C. And so you need the pullback of A. And you need the pullback of B, and you need the pullback of C. Because C is the smallest tracking, you don't need V under A. But in my opinion, you need a pullback for B, and that's just the 0.5 line. So I still think we will come down here, and then we go. Which I don't want to see is breaking 472 for the bear line, and I absolutely don't want to see breaking under 430, because then I have to do the tracking completely new. Right now, I still think we will come down, at least to this trend line, more likely to this trend line, and then we go. For blink, let's look at the full chart one moment. So the first fractal is finished, second fractal is finished. We are now looking for the third fractal. And so we are still looking for our A peak. So 2 versions. Because I explained I'm looking all my charts at log, because you just don't see anything if you don't put them on log. But there's also an option where you can put your fib retracement line on log or not on log. So for the bullish tracking, this is your little B, and the pullback without log would be finished. You get a quick move up or grinding the trend line to the upside, break over 284. Perfect. You get your A, little pullback, and then you get your B at 26. Or you still have to come down to your 0.5 MIF log options, and then you do the same. What I don't want to see is breaking under the B line at 147 and absolutely not breaking $1. But right now it looks bullish. If you're doing this little pullback more, who cares? C3I, you would be in your third fractal. This would be the first one. This is your second one. Finished. And for the bullish tracking, the second fractal is finished. That would mean that this was your T, and we are still looking for the move to your A peak, breakout retest, B peak, and so on. Looks quite okay now. Strong move or slowly grinding up, doesn't matter. Important is you have to break $20 again. Perfect. Which I don't want to see is breaking under 1697, because in my opinion then this was still your T right now, and you would look for a new V under A, then higher low, and then you go, which would be the same like we would be in this here. And to say that exactly, you would come down, this would be this, you come up, you come down again, and you would be in this candle right now. Or even in this candle right now, and you would just look for a new low. But right now, it looks good. For SAVA, yeah. We didn't really do something today for the new thing, for the overview. We did UV, A, B, C, come down, gap, V and A. And for the bullish version, we are looking for the gap fill. We didn't do that today, and all gap fills were happening Friday pre-market or after hours, or Monday pre-market. So, if not something stupid is happening, I think we will do nothing this week. Just slowly grinding up, which we already do today. Just slowly grinding up this trend line. And next chance is this Friday, pre-market or after hours, and on Monday. If we're getting strong moves, I would get very worried, because then the alt would be happening, and you would reject somewhere in between 5 and 6, and we find our V&A or a new low, which would be again the same like this. Here's your T, you gap down. This price action was our last 2 weeks, so 3 weeks, and we would be right here. And you see the gap starts, and this goes a little bit higher. This would be a $65 mark. Then you make a new low, and after that, you're just doing boring price action over most likely 1 or 2 or 3 months. But I still would say it's quite, I'm pretty confident we will do the gap fill. Okay, then latest March. What I'm more tending to is just, we did this, you come down, V, high, low, A, B, pullback, and we would be in this candle right now. Yeah, but because of that all gap fills were Friday, Monday, I still think this will be just a boring week. Yeah. I mean, there's also the absolutely untrackable, stupid version where we just gap up tomorrow. Okay. But yeah, this is untrackable. GNS. So for the overview, you come from EC to your V. Your price target for B is 80 and A peak we already did, and we are in our A pullback if right. So for the bullish version, A pullback is finished. Also for the bullish version, this is your little A, this is your little V under A, this is your little high low. You would already broke out, and the pullback of the little A would be finished. For confirmation for this, go over. Yeah, go over $1. Go over $1, then you break your 128 line and you go. For the bearish version, would mean that this was your T. The green A, the green V, and this is all wrong, and this would be your right A. You did your T, and you still have to go to your V under A, higher low, and then you go. Let's see what it is. I'm still undecided. For me, the red A and the red V and A is still looking better, but let's see what we are doing. And again, I don't think we will see something slow like this, because GNS is just doing V, high, low, go, V, high, low, go. Right now, it looks bullish. Let's see what it's doing. What I absolutely don't want to see is going under the no line, the 30-cent line. That would be bad. OCGN. So, come from you see. This is the first fractal is finished. The second one would be also already finished. We did already our high low, and the next target would be A and C. And again, I said I will go out here because you will reject here. For the bullish one, you make a pullback, bounce, and B. For the bearish one, you make a lower peak here to this, and you just die. What we did for the bullish version, again, we had our little B peak. The little B peak pullback is finished on the 0.5 fib line without lock. We already bounced here from confirmation, go over 190, and your little C would be at your middle B at 314-ish. Then you do the fib again, and then you go. If not, and you're getting a pullback again, then the 0.5 fib MIF lock is the middle button, and then you just do the same. Just with a little lower low. What I don't want to see again is breaking 117. That would be bad. FFAI. So FFAI again, you come from your C, lower high, midpoint T. Here's your V and A, the invisible A. Unrealistic price tags we don't have to talk about. For the realistic ones, no, sorry, this, yeah, no, absolutely, yeah. Your A would be around 4.5, your B around 10.11, and your C, you won't break your last peak. I think you will reject somewhere in here. So what have we done for the little tracking? The little tracking, V, high, low, ABC finished. You're coming empty, down again, V under A, down again, and you would be already done your high, low. And that's the only important point in FFA. You want to hold this high, low. That's the only thing you have to do. Hold this high, low. If true, you break over 168 A, and for normal movement, you do your A, break a retest, and you go. And again, also for this stock, I don't think we're doing this. I just don't think. Because as the same like GNS, V higher low, go to C. V higher low, go to C. Here also. V higher low, go to C. If this thing is finished, it won't be a small runner, a slow runner. It will just go. It looks good right now. Just hold the high low. Last one is bull. Same like FFA. You're coming down from a C, lower high, midpoint T, B and A finished, higher low finished, A peak finished, and A pullback has to be finished now too. So the same like FFA. The only thing you have to do is holding this higher low. That's the only thing you have to do. For confirmation, I would say everything over $12. Bullish, bullish, bullish. And the next version would be breaking 1282, and then you just go. Breaking under 10 is bad. And again, it would be just the same like if you're using symmetry tracking, you're taking this price action, flip it to this side, and then you just have your V. This is this, because you read it from right to left. This is this, this is this, and this is this. And also, if you look, this is a higher low, and this is a lower low. Same thing we did here. Higher low, lower low. So we are looking for this price action next. And your B would be at 30, 33, 35, or $31. It looks fantastic right now. Just hold the high low and perfect. Okay. If you have questions, write it in the comments. If you liked it, leave a like. If you really liked it, leave a subscription or however you call it on YouTube. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.